got in alignment to the Lord, we're not to give in to that thought. We can control it, and after the third time we've thought it, we can say stop. We can say stop 3 times and it will stop. Yeah? And sometimes we wake up in the morning and we begin to concern ourselves with the trials of the day that lies ahead of us because of the reflection of the previous days. But is it in line with the Lord? Is it what the Lord wants for us? Does it bring us comfort and joy? Does it bring us rest and peace in the Lord? If it doesn't, if it's of the adversary, then we have the privilege right now to tell it to stop. And we may have to say it a few times, stop that thinking. Okay, until we master our thoughts and put in the word of the Lord, because the word of the Lord is spirit. Now we draw the Lord to us, and He will enable us to come higher in Him. So I've jumped from page to page. I've done a lot of and a lot of gaps in my speech, but there is an overall message here. There is an overall, and it is a repetitive. I've been saying it all the way through. Okay, but it's a vital message for us to be able to gain the victory of answering the call of the Lord. For many are called and few are chosen. For us to come into the rest of the Lord for this 7th-day sabbatical rest, to get the comfort and the joy, the bliss, and to be fruitful in the Lord. We are to endeavor in His word. And one of the most important messages that came through yesterday is adultery. And adultery is not having an affair with married people. Adultery, the Lord has shown me through the prophet Jeremiah and Ezekiel, as I've been saying, is having idols, many idols, putting items before acknowledging the Lord, weighing it. The most common one is money or qualifications or a house or clothes or even false emotions. People, when they're in a low value of themselves, the jealous spirits can live within their minds and cause them to act out of jealousy, and that can take more value to them than reverencing the Lord, humbling the Lord, and jealousy is rife. It's rife among the people, and people will operate in jealousy. We saw that with the story of Jezebel. Well, not that I've studied Jezebel, but those who knows about the prophet Elijah in Kings 1 from chapter 17 onwards. He ran away from Elijah because of the jealous spirit and the jealous force, and she wanted to devour him and all the Lord's prophets because she had another god, and that's a small. She had idol worshipping in herself, and so jealousy overtook her, and she ended up losing her life, and also her husband, King Ahab, who was on the Lord's chosen people. So the Lord is telling us to clear out now, have a cleansing taking place. And this is the energy that's coming, the new energy that's coming upon the earth. It's going to be like fire. And that means it's going to be a clear out and a cleansing taking place. Okay? So we really have to watch what we put value to. Do we equate it to God or above God? Do we have no time to think about God? Are we thinking about our behavior towards one another? Is it of God? Is it a godly behavior? Are we thoughtful, kind, and caring to one another? What's going on in the midst of our thoughts, or in the forefront of our thoughts? Are we seeking revenge? You see, are we uncaring on the emotions of the other person? You see, because we're coming into a oneness with one another, so we have to have that type of good rapport, that good relationship, and somebody has to start it. You see, somebody has to start it, and stay with it and encourage it and induce it. You see? So this is the message that's coming through to me, to you, that it doesn't matter what the adversary may throw up at us. We have the ultimate power because we have that divine being in ourselves. And the Lord is calling us to focus on Him. He's calling us to focus on Him. And therefore, we shift the awareness now. We come out of that tomb consciousness and we come into the goodness, the purity and the righteousness, the peace and the justice. We come into that higher awareness of the Lord. Just shifting, and the Lord will be the one. And He will do that through the messenger, the Messiah, the Christ consciousness. Okay? So I thank you all for your good and kind attention. This is Joycelyn Linton coming into the higher calling. As I said, this is a recording, so you could always keep listening to it and take up the nuggets from it. So until next time, I'm speaking from Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com/Joycelyn Linton's tracks '(s).com, and if I'm able to upload it onto Blog Talk Radio / coming into the higher calling, then I shall do so. Until next time, folks, Joycelyn Linton coming into the higher calling. Thank you. Take care. Bye.